Hey everybody, thanks for dropping in. Give everybody a few minutes to start filing in. Hey Eric, how you doing? We gotta put together a little video from the auction yesterday. I wasn't able to do a live. I tried 5 or 6 different times, but I wasn't able to have enough signal to pull it off. But we got some footage of some of the stuff, and I got some drone footage put in there. We'll drop that probably tomorrow. I think a local guy, not far from us here, bought both of them John Deeres, I'm pretty sure. Hay hunting and stuff with J&J. Yeah. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Yeah, the prices was, now there was a couple fairly priced items that slipped by us, and there was a Massey Ferguson that I had my son recording. He was walking around recording a few things for me, and then he tells me later that what it sold for, and actually it'll be on the video tomorrow night. But them 2 John Deeres, I don't remember the numbers right off of the big ones. I think one of them went for $195 or $96,000, and the other one went for $180 something thousand. If y'all guys would give us a thumbs up, and maybe that'll keep them sending it out and get a few more people coming in. Yeah, is that latest calf still doing good, Eric? Miracle, I believe you said you was gonna call it. Hey, Farm On. Making some pretty decent progress on the rebeller. She's running around tonight. Yeah, I was surprised too, the way she was laying for so long. 8360 and 8370. Okay, yeah, that's the 2 big John Deeres I was naming the price on a while ago. Hey, Lever Guns. Appreciate y'all stopping in. But we're making some pretty good progress on the rebeller. Hey, 69 Druth. Hope to get the floor put on the conveyor table tomorrow. Finish getting the braces in and get the flooring put on. We got the chains and all, the pulleys put on the table and got it mocked up, making sure that everything is going to line up and clear. And then we're going to pull that log splitter apart and get the hydraulics off of it. To try to run the rebeller with it. Hey, Tom Jones. Glad y'all made it in. The puppies are doing good. I was just over there in the other shop where they at right before I come on live. No, we weren't able to get nothing, Scots. I bid on a T475, and I stopped at 20,000, and it went for, I don't know, 26,000, and there was a problem with the reverse on it. So I thought that kept going right on out of the price range, for me anyway. What else did we try to bid on? Who was that? Clueless Homesteaders, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in, chatting with us. Farmall Fanatic is in the house. Yeah, Farmall, tweet it out. Tweet something out for us. I got Twitter, but still don't know how to use it, really. Clint's in the house. Is your daddy doing good, Clint? He said the other day he wasn't feeling, or last night he said he wasn't feeling real good. Hey, Clayton. Glad you made it in, buddy. The weather's good. It's pretty dry. I think the next chance of rain is Wednesday. I believe we got like a 40% chance of rain. It's like 49 degrees right now, I believe. Not bad at all. I'm out in the shop and don't have no kind of heat cut on. It's nice weather. No, I didn't get nothing at the sale, Eric. Backcountry survivalist. No, I wasn't able to get nothing. We bid on a couple things. Bid on a Farmall 125, but it kept right on going. Good news or bad news? You'll live. Glad you made it in, Mr. David. Scott, you did a good job with that combine on that video that earlier today I watched. With not getting it stuck. Real good job of operating it. What really, the one thing that I'm upset with myself the most over not buying, I don't remember what was the old Massey Ferguson combine, and they had a corn head and either 2 or 3 other heads with it. And I was laughing, talking about I want to buy it just to, you know, to try to piddle with it and figure out how to do it, because I'm really wanting to try to grow a little corn for feed for our cows. And I didn't do it. And I could have bought the combine with it running and 3 heads that the guy was there and said that they worked. It was just old and he had no more use for it. I could have bought the whole outfit for like $800. Little 660 case. There was a John Deere combine there that sold real cheap too. But I have no use for them. But like I said, I do want to grow a little corn to produce some of our own feed. The John Deere 9500. Yeah, that thing sold for like $4,100. It's got to be worth that much at the scrap yard. My wife would have had a fit if I'd have brought a combine home and nothing to combine with it. Hey, Ontario Ag Guy, how you doing? Glad you made it in. The trailer's checking out pretty good, Clint, being you got it home and everything. It's the only thing you don't have. Could have made it a power for my rebuilding. Yeah, I know the John Deere was running too. I mean, I seen it running for probably at least an hour or more during the sale with different people checking it out and stuff. Been studying for exams. Doing good. We doing good. Just more excited than ever about the rebeller, the round beller to rebeller project. Starting to see it come together a little more each day. It's just slow right now because we're running into little obstacles that we didn't see in my head when I started this thing. It was just all in my head, and we're having to make a few little modifications as we go, and that's slow, but it's better than welding it up and having to cut it off. Hey Larry, glad you made it in. Yeah, I'd rather it be a little slow during the build and, you know, welding a bunch of stuff together and have to be cutting it back off and changing it. I'm sure we're going to run into plenty of that too, though. It's an old 850 New Holland chain baler that we cut up to use to make a rebeller, to put the round bales of hay in, and it'll unroll them and feed them to the square baler parked behind it. Hey SLC. Glad you made it in, buddy. I hope it's a good idea. I hope it works out. I know that's a heavy duty log splitter that we're going to rob the hydraulics off of. Visor Cattle Company give you a nice shout out last night, Brian, or SLC. Feel honored. Appreciate you stopping in. You trying to get ready for the cold weather coming? Yeah, I heard several different channels people talking about it was supposed to get real cold this Wednesday or Thursday for them. I checked our weather and we good, I believe. The trailer supported the 7800 with the old sprayer. That's a good deal. I thought it would. It looked like it would. Hey, HF Outdoorsman. Yeah, it looked pretty strong made. The trailer did. Gonna be 20 there. I think they calling for 23 or something here, I think. And I'll just be glad. Hey, Ag Wild. I'll be glad when Thursday at lunchtime rolls around, because that's when they're supposed to have all that equipment off of our hayfield. I'll be excited when everything is gone and I can see how much damage we got in our hayfield. Thing's gonna freeze up. We can do some spreading. If we don't get a bunch of rain Wednesday for them guys to... You got it, Clint. Ain't no problem, buddy. Hey, Pew View Farms, been plowing snow. Got the 400 out today. Started at -7. I bet there ain't near a tractor that I own will start at 0 degrees, let alone the negatives. Not without putting cables and stuff on it. But the field looks like it held up pretty good. We're gonna have some compaction issues and in the lanes where they was driving at. You know, in between the rows of equipment. But other than that, I think the field's gonna be held up pretty good. -21 feels like. Hey, This Old Farm. Appreciate you stopping in. Y'all guys give us a thumbs up if you would. Share it out if you know how to share it. But I believe it's going to be fine. The hayfield, that is. Ready to get the potash and the lime put out on it. Hey Massey, how you doing, buddy? Doing well. I think I saw the alert for your video, Massey. I don't think I've seen it yet. But the puppies are doing good. I was mentioning that earlier. We was over there. I'll make a video on them one day this week. They got their second dose of wormer this week. Their 3-week-old dose. But their eyes is open good. Their ear, they can hear good. And they starting to rumble around everywhere. You already hit that thumbs up. That's good. If you haven't, hit it. All right, This Old Farm. We're going to be in here. I normally try to keep it going until about 9 or so. So if you stop back, that's good too. I'm going to get rid of some of the puppies. I've already got a couple of them that some other local guys that raise cows and stuff have seen us with them, but we got a total of 8. There's 4 boys and 4 girls, 4 blues and 4 reds. So we are going to get rid of. We might keep one. Nice and even. Yeah, it is. They're starting to get they're just enough now that you can tell what color they're going to be. But if y'all are interested in one, let me know and we'll. But most of y'all are so far off, I don't know how we could do it. Sign your new tobacco contracts. They want you to go double what you did last year. To get rid of some of the weed seed in it. Can I FedEx one of them to Ohio? Yeah, guys, let's all get along in here. We in here just to have a good time and chat, and we can all get along. Was there somebody new that just come in? Hey, my slice of heaven, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know how people do that, shipping puppies and stuff. Yeah, I don't know who talks trash about nobody, but none of y'all can say that. I mean, I don't do it, and y'all, if both of y'all are in my live, have respect for me and for the other people that's in here, because I wouldn't go to your live and be trashing nobody. Like I said, let's just let it be fun for all of us. Brad's live stream, yeah, I made it on Brad's last night. Yeah, I've got a. Hey, Deer Park Farmstead, I've got a video coming out tomorrow on the auction. I tried to do a live at least 5 or 6 times yesterday, but wasn't able to. Didn't have enough phone service for it to work. But yeah, I'll drop it tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll drop it tomorrow night. It's got some drone footage in it too. Yeah, the phone service is not good there. I have done a live there back in the summer one day, but that was just a lucky deal, because I tried several times in Cunton and tried yesterday and wasn't able to. Well, I hope that don't happen, and if it does, then I'll have to cross that bridge when I get there. Just like like I said, I don't know, and I don't get into all that. I just want to have fun. I want to show y'all parts of my life on the farm, and hope that if y'all enjoy it, y'all keep coming back. And if I enjoy y'all's, I'm gonna keep coming back to y'all's. That's supposed to be a joke. Yeah, the puppy's eyes is open now and they can hear. Two moose walk on your property. Congratulations on the 400 subs. Yeah, I'll make a video on the puppies this week too. No, I don't see no moose here, but in South Carolina, which, I mean, I'm not far from North Carolina. we see elk up in the Smoky Mountains when we go up there on vacation. We'll see they got elk they reintroduced up there some years back, and you'll see them sometime out and about in the national park. Yeah, I saw heard him say something about $150 a roll. Saw bear markers in Kingman's National Military Park. I've seen a few bear in our area. A few years back, one of them got run over not far from us here. Hey, Heavenly Hill Family Farm. I didn't see your name earlier. Appreciate you stopping in. North Carolina, Ohio's away. Right in the middle. Corn farther. Was fetching $200. The coyotes is getting more here now. We still don't have any problem with them. And most of our cow pens where we have cows, we keep donkeys in there with them, most of them. Only bad thing about having the donkeys in the cow pens is when we put our dogs in there, the donkey treats our dog just like a coyote, and that's a tough battle if your dog won't listen and come back off of the donkey, because them Hiller Dyers is not going to back down. But luckily, and my son does a good job with the dogs, and they're able to, we can call them back off. How about armored possums? Ever eat elk? Deer Park? I've eaten deer. I've never eaten no elk. I'd like to try it. I'm trying free wood chips. Armadillo. No, I don't ever remember seeing an armadillo here. Grab the guns. Yes, sir. I'm gonna protect my animals. They did work out good. Hey, Brad. Yeah, last night I remember you say about the bad, crazy weather coming. Y'all be careful up there in that crazy cold weather. Jerky to die for? Yeah, I thought Brad was going to send me some jerky to try. He was telling me about his maple cured maple something. I got all excited. I couldn't handle them temps where y'all guys is at. Just don't think I can handle it. I'll just have to fight these hot, humid summers that we have. 13 inches in 6 hours. Yeah, we wouldn't have no school here for 2 weeks if we had 13 inches of snow. At least a week. Start with the power would be out that long for all the trees falling and limbs tearing the power lines down. Got the roads all clear. We're gonna work on the rebaler tomorrow, but we'll probably, like I said, I'm gonna try to post the farm auction video tomorrow night. So probably Tuesday night y'all will get an update on the round baler to rebaler project. Wednesday your temps calling for -14. -1 for the high. 25 mile an hour. Snow for over 24 hours straight. Paul. I don't know, but I don't know who bought the tractors. I think a local guy bought both of them John Deeres, and the big one that had 1,900 hours on it, there was actually a John Deere rep there with both of them tractors. And that tractor had a new engine put in it at 1,800 hours. John Deere had an experimental engine in it. And they pulled it out and put the right engine in it, and went through it front to back, the guy said. The John Deere rep had the papers stating that the tractor had 50 hours on it, on the new, since John Deere went back through it. I think, like I said, it was 196,000 for one and 180 something for the other one. Yeah, I don't know who got the 140, and I was trying to think about which sprayer. I think one of y'all asked me about a sprayer, and I cannot remember. I can't place it in my head, but I was there from about 8:45 yesterday until about roughly 7 o'clock last night, and I got there's so many numbers going through my head, trying to watch and bid on a couple things and record and trying to do a live, and thanks for stopping in, Brad. Have a good one, buddy. Stay warm if you can. If any of y'all guys haven't, give us a thumbs up. It does get busy at auction time. Collects tractors and raises cats. I'm pretty sure they had a little international cub there too. 7 cats and 6 tractors. The little cub that they had, I think it went for $2,600, I believe. I should have carried mine that I don't use. Oh, actually, it's my son's. I give it to my son. That's why I couldn't or wouldn't ever sell it. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Did y'all watch that commercial, or did y'all turn the channel while the commercial was on? Yeah, it was the yellow one. I'm trying to find that little beagle I got back there, or my wife's got back there. Holy mercy. Yeah, we got his two home good. Everything went good with them. Got them home, and actually that crazy cow that was in there in that video that I talked him into not bothering, I lined up another guy for that family, and he went out there and processed it right on the scene for them. SLC, I never carried it to my other farm. It's still sitting right over there where I put it with no action. The only action is, I'm pretty sure we caught the mice out of here, because I haven't seen any poop or nothing since before we put that trap out. And I was going to take it to my other farm, but we've been busy on the rebeller and with cows and calves and trying to get hay fields lined up and situated for this year. What you drinking? No, the trap has not caught nothing. But our normal rat traps that's in the shop here where I'm at hasn't caught anything since then either. Bush light, yep. Unleaded bush. Yeah, I do drink a few beer. I like to drink me a few beer in the afternoon. Hope that don't offend nobody. But DLK's in here. Hey buddy, I didn't even see your name go across. I must be missing a bunch of comments. Yeah, DLK is in here. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Only 14, that's good. Keep your mind on studying and them exams you was talking about earlier. You rarely drink in the winter. Man, when you get off of them old iron donkeys that I ride for tractors in the summertime, a good ice cold one's be's good. You like your margaritas in the summer? Yeah, it be's hot when you. I thought somebody said earlier that they had been studying for exams. It might not have been you. Might have been something else I heard. Crown and coat. That's good too. You only drink when you're awake. Ontario ag guy. Okay. So what y'all, anybody got anything interesting going on this week? Just sit and relax. I hope to get the decking on my conveyor table tomorrow. Finish getting the braces in, get the decking put on it. That way we can cut the chain with the pipes, the unroll the bell. And then get the idler pulleys and stuff put on it to keep the chain off of the ground. Rebuilding this week. Gonna pull soil samples, Mr. David. Maybe no school for half a week. Your mom's having surgery. Yeah, we've already got a bunch of soil samples sent in. Finish wiring the barn. I hope your mama does good at surgery tomorrow, Brian. Did soil samples last week, easy to pull. It depends. If I mail them straight in myself, Clemson charges, I think, $6, I believe. I'm not 100%. But if I do it through where we buy fertilizer at, then a lot of times they don't charge me nothing. They'll do it for me. $9. Like I said, most of the time, the place we buy chemicals, fertilizer, and stuff from, if I drop them off there, I don't get charged nothing. I might owe them and just don't never ask about it. About 20 a sample. I might better ask them guys. I might be supposed to be paying them. If I owed them, I'm sure they'll add it into something that we're getting. For a trip to Lakers area to see a buddy. Okay, well that's probably what they're doing. Like I said, if I send them in, I have to pay. If I drop them by to them, and if I go by in advance, I can use their sample pooling tool, but I never, when I'm doing it, I never use the sample, the thing you push in the ground. I always do it with a shovel. Roll the ground back to the depth I want to check and put it in a bucket from, a bunch of different spots. Mix it up, put it in the bag. I do my samples every year. I have skipped a year or missed a field or something. Not your fertilizer company, they charge. Your internet slow? I don't want the fertilizer company doing the soil test. They send it to the same place. They send it to the Clemson University here. And the same place that I would send them whenever I do send them off. But that makes sense what you're saying. The fertilizer places want to sell fertilizer. Clemson. Gonna sell me more than I need. I don't doubt that. Hey, Denny, Chris, how you doing, buddy? Oh man, my phone, that's the reason I don't have, I was gonna put the auction video up last night or this morning, but my phone crashed somehow and it won't export the movie to YouTube no more or upload it to YouTube. So I had to figure out how to export it from my phone to my son's laptop and then upload it to YouTube. I've never done that, but the video tomorrow night will be the first one, my first ever video that's gone through a computer. So y'all keep your fingers crossed for me. Dang, I do samples every month. I'm trying not to miss nobody's comments, y'all. They can't sell me too much because I can't afford it. I have to tell them no. Any of y'all guys just coming in and you haven't give us a thumbs up, give us one. The 766s, the one sold, the first, they sold them pick your choice. And I think it was 77,000 something for the first one. Then they re-auctioned the second one and it went for 6 something. The second one had a pretty good hydraulic leak on it. And you know how the auction will crank them up and let them run when they come in towards it? I know it ran for an hour with not enough hydraulic oil in it. The lift wouldn't even work on it, and they let it sit there and run over an hour like that. So I was off of that to start with. I don't know that that could hurt it, but I couldn't imagine how it could be good for it to run that low in hydraulic oil. Fingers crossed. Never called me Jackie before. But I'm real excited about the rebaler, guys. I'm pumped up to see that thing pushing hay. Yeah, I'm real excited about the rebaler. I said tomorrow I hope to get the decking on the table to come from the where it's going to unroll to the square baler, so we can get the chains cut to the right length and finish getting the bars and all put in it. We're going to put plywood on the decking just so, you know, give it something so the hay don't fall through it to the ground. We're going to pull the log splitter apart, getting the hydraulics off of it. Keep the log splitter though. We're not going to trash the log splitter. I really don't know, DLK, exactly what we're going to do. Yeah, I don't know exactly how we're going to drive it. Probably off a chain to the sprocket that's already on the side of the baler. That way we can change the sprockets to get it torque if we need it, and then we're going to run a control valve, a flow control valve, right beside the hydraulic valve, so we can speed it up and slow it down. But I know nothing about hydraulics. I'm not going to act like I do, but I'm going to plumb them up and see how fast it turns, if we got to slow it down or speed it up. Log splitter. Hey, Farmer Pete. Appreciate you stopping in. Help slick it up. Deer Park Farmstead, that log splitter is huge. I don't want to, I don't want to waste it, because I don't want to, I have no use for the cylinder or nothing off of it. But I reckon if the need ever come up that we need to split wood, I could just run the hydraulic lines right from that cylinder to the remotes on a tractor then I would still be able to split wood if I need to. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's all try to get along, help each other out if we can. Dang, I done forgot what I was talking about now. My son's mouth healed right up, Chris. He was doing good. A day and a half later, the next day he went duck hunting. Yeah, he went duck hunting. And they went duck hunting again yesterday morning. And then he come to the sale after they got out the woods. And I reckon tonight he's gone girl hunting. We're glad you're in here, Farmer Pete. No, I don't think we got to worry about eating too much ducks, Chris. I'm glad we went grocery shopping and wasn't relying on him and his buddies to bring us no ducks to eat, or we'd be hungry. Hey, Dustin, appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, if I see something, I mean, I got motivation, I got drive, and I can build it, and I can't afford to buy it, so put what little bit of knowledge and patch together we got to try to make use out of it. Hey, Carolina Tony. A 3-point hit system on the Jeep? No, I ain't never seen one of them, Carolina Tony. Hey, Mallard 5. The old Willis Jeeps used to run them. Yeah, Jim, I hope so, buddy. Like I said, I really see it coming together. I just hate how slow it's going now. You know, because we running across little obstacles that we didn't think of. But at least we're catching them before we build it. Hey, Ben, I'm pretty sure your name's Ben at Visa Cattle. Appreciate you stopping in, buddy. But we're running into, like I said, little obstacles, like putting legs up under that table from the rebeller, and then use them legs to support the chain where it's going to return back under the rebeller. So I don't think it's not no major problems, but I'd rather find them now before we weld something up. Hold on, guys. I got to plug my phone up. My battery's low. That was a nice shout out you did yesterday for SLC. And I mentioned on your videos 1 or 2 times about the floats that y'all use, about like a soccer ball or a volleyball. I don't know that it will work. I think my buddy's got them kind of troughs, and I'm planning on going over there and taking a volleyball or a soccer ball and seeing if it's the right size. I was just curious, you know, because if it freezes, they're not going to be hard. But it might not work. It was just an idea that popped through my head watching your videos. Because I hope we never have that kind of temperatures here. My cows might can handle it, but I know I couldn't. All right, SLC Brian. Have a good night, buddy. Appreciate you coming in and chatting with us. Bought a couple extra floats. One of my buddies here, he still got some soybeans left. And I think he's got some cotton left that he's not been able to get out because the ground's too wet. And they bogging down and taking hours to pull it out each time and get it back going and go 100 foot and bog down again. But I think y'all will like the video tomorrow from the auction. I said I had to go through the computer. Never done that. But it might work out and be easier than doing it through my phone. Country Gal 76. Thanks for coming in and subscribing. And a thumbs up. A lot of corn got knocked over from the windstorm in November. Left a water hose trickling. That's normally what I do. Is we don't have a lot of trouble. Now last year we had about a week period, excuse me, where ours was froze up and we could not keep it. We couldn't keep stuff open, but after that trouble, we went to every pump house that supplies our cows in different pastures, and we plumbed in air fittings. So if it's gonna get that cold tonight, I can go by and blow all the water out the lines with an air compressor. And then tomorrow, when they need water and it's back above freezing, we can turn it on and water them up, and then blow it out again if it's supposed to freeze again. Right now, Ben, we've got the old round baler that we convert into a rebaler. We're building that, and we got a series on it. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but we're working on that. Trying to find us some tractors that we can afford that's going to fit in on our program. I hope they'll. But I hope it's a little drier this year. If it's a little drier, then it'll make it easier, but and just as easy as it was too wet this year, it can be way too dry next year. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. We went and talked to the guy about the cows last we talked to the guy about the 30 or so Angus cows that we was gonna go pick up out of North Carolina. That's still looking like it's gonna be a go. He was busy this week, and I was, so maybe this coming week I can go put my eyes on that herd. That's not a lot to a bunch, people, but that's a lot for us to take on at one time. Adding 30 cows to the herd is a big jump. But if the price is right, and be a great addition to our herd. You'll have an early hay season. Hopefully get a second cut. Yeah, maybe y'all get a second cut this year. I went by the hay field where the auction was at a couple hours ago, and I think the field's gonna hold up pretty good over there. Yeah, 30 is a huge number for us. I don't tell how many head of cows we got. What was your name? Deer Park Farmstead. I just don't. I'll tell you my goal. My goal is 250 head, and we still got a good ways to go. There's just some things that, I share pretty much everything with y'all. I keep some things to myself, but our goal is 250 head. And when I get to that goal, I will tell you. The way the prices is going, we might not need to keep trying to get to that goal. But I see it's gonna come back. If I didn't think that, I wouldn't be looking for more. Yeah. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot more land than we're working right now to to be able to house that many. And it's going to take a lot more equipment than we got. But that's why, we've been growing slow. I mean, it's like a snail's pace. And I catch a lot of flack for not buying new equipment. You know, everything we got's old. Our balers, you know, is decent. It's not new. But it's so easy to, when my overhead is so low, because everything is old, it is, and it is aggravating to work on sometime. But, you know, we're fortunate and blessed that I'm able to fix most of the stuff ourselves. You know, where if I go out and buy a lot of stuff, yeah, I can grow faster. But what percentage of that growth is going to the bank? What percentage of that growth is going, you know, to other people? And I like to keep as much of it coming to here to provide for my family, for my farm, so we can continue to slowly grow. And instead of letting the bank grow, but I said, I mean, that's just my way of looking. But I do know that we are going to have more tractors. We're going to have bigger tractors. I'm not blind and, you know, and don't see that coming. I just cannot wait to get that rebeller going and have a rebeller for pennies on the dollar. That's so exciting to me. If we can get it to work proper. Yeah, I believe we're going to get it to work too. Man, y'all see me grinning from ear to ear when the first video can come up and that baby's unrolling hay and it's pushing it in our square baler. And it's old. Our square baler's old. It's a Massey Ferguson 120. A bunch of y'all guys know what it is. Get big or get out. Clint, you want to come help? Man, I hate you left yesterday. I was hoping that we could have snuck off from the sale and you could have come over here to my shop and seen, you know, put your eyes on it. Hey, farm work. Yeah, I like I like the Massey Beller. Jim Peters, that's exactly my thought, buddy. They ain't gonna quit making equipment, but they've quit making land. Joe was being pushy and impatient. Yeah, they're not gonna make no more land. I've been toying with the ideal and speaking on it a time or two that we need to have us a little farming community meetup somewhere. Figure us out a good central meeting spot somewhere and where we can all meet up. Because I like bull jiving and talking. Y'all can see that. I'm sitting out here in my shop by myself. I've been talking for, what, 75 minutes to a phone. Thanks for stopping in, Ben. I appreciate it, buddy. Somewhere warm. Yeah, we're gonna have to get somewhere warm. We can't go up there where a bunch of y'all at. Y'all guys is where it's got real cold weather. Come to your place. Hey, I commented, DLK, I commented on that video that y'all done with that mixer. I think it was a mixer. I told it to tell you, buddy, I traded him a puppy for it, and y'all didn't ever comment back to me. Appreciate you stopping in, Dan. Have a good night, buddy. You got 4 people up there in Michigan? Yeah, Will. He said, I'd love to have somewhere to meet up. That's one expensive puppy. Man, them puppies is... Now you gonna talk trash about my puppies. And I thought me and you was cool. These puppies is priceless, man. I'm just picking. My dogs probably couldn't never handle them temperatures y'all get. Freeze my babies to death up there. Like Chucky 2009. Yeah, them big channels. You leaving, Chris? If you leaving, Chris, I appreciate you coming in, buddy. Somehow your cat surviving attempts. Man, I don't know how nothing survives. You get negative 30 or 40 degrees. That's right, we are. Angus was freezing today. Cats that roam everywhere in the snow. It's happened before, yeah. Like I said, I reckon if you've been in it and around it, you get more used to it. Like our summer temperatures is hot. I mean, in the summertime, we'll be 100 degrees with crazy amounts of moisture, humidity. And that might be tough on y'all until you will get used to it. Like y'all's cold would probably be tough on me until I could get used to it. Or it killed me first. Something else I was wanting to tell y'all and I cannot remember it. Every time I think of it, I read a comment and get off track. Getting closer to money positive, and the baler can be done. Have you worked on your pickup on your baler any yet? Farm work? Y'all's is dry heat. It don't be dry heat here. I mean, you know, every day ain't that humid in the summer now. I'm not saying every day. But a lot of them days, time you come out the house and before your feet hit the grass good, you sweaty. Your summers are perfect. Winters suck, yeah. Do y'all do hay? Pewview Farms? If y'all do, how many cuttings do y'all get? Weekends on the tractor. Nice weather. Yeah, it wasn't 2 months ago. I was so happy that we finally got our hay finished, and I'm already missing it now. I'm ready to get back out in the fields and you're right, Eric. Super cold, 1 degree out. Appreciate you coming in. What's that, leg hold? Give us a thumbs up if you would, and I sure do appreciate it. 60 acres and 2 cuts. Hey Dylan Bach, the sale went good. I'll have a video posted tomorrow night. We normally post about between 8 and 9 Eastern Standard. So tomorrow night there'll be a video coming up with the auction. A little bit of drone footage mixed in there for y'all, so y'all can see it from a little different view. Bear with us. You know, we still trying to learn. There's so much to learn on all this editing, and it's a lot for an old country boy like me. I couldn't read that. You can't get enough hospitality. City folks don't have it. You're in Eastern Washington. Some city folks don't. Anyway. But yeah, we'll make that one go public tomorrow night. And gonna try to get a good day's lick in on that rebeller. No bugs or snakes. -30. I could imagine there ain't no bugs or snakes. How do y'all keep water and stuff available at that kind of temperature? Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. I just don't know about all these other things going along with it. Forgot about gnats. Yeah, they get rid of them. You just tear the strato out your pants. That way the gnats will get out your face and go somewhere else. I'm trying to think what they call them little bugs that bite you. Now you don't want winter to end. Heat tape and insulation. Like I said, last winter we had about a week, and it about drove me crazy. Trying to keep water open to our cows. Frost-free spigots. Did you say your water lines is 8 feet in the ground? I think that's 8 feet. Holy mercy. Here, if we bury water lines, you bury them a foot deep. Never had no trouble out of them. And if you're scared it's going to be somewhere there's going to be digging or something like that, you know, bury them 2 foot. Wow, 8 feet deep. That'd be tough to run a line from your pump house to put a spigot at your dog pen or something, wouldn't it? If you had to dig that with a shovel. And Canada mosquitoes might pick you up and fly away with you. Yeah, here, like on most of our water lines, we bury them with a subsoiler. Just take a subsoiler, put you a piece on it to put your pipe in, put a pin through it. I think I showed a couple videos of that. And pull it down foot deep, 1.5 feet, and don't never look back. Be low to frost. Man, y'all making me like South Carolina more and more and more. Hey, Just Living. Appreciate you stopping in. Y'all guys is coming in. If you give us a thumbs up, if you would. I'm getting ready to just came from Pusa Studios. Good deal. I appreciate all y'all stopping in. And guys, I'm fixing to pull the plug on it. We normally start at 7:30 p.m. and go to about 9 o'clock or so, just depending on, you know, how long it keeps going. But y'all have a good night, and I appreciate you stopping in. Subscribe, ring the bell where you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And the auction video will be coming out tomorrow night.